Hello, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone in the world you are. It's your Blue Archive Gacha Whale, beginner artist self-proclaimed, and your boy, Tosan Yu. Welcome to the Artstream. Hello, Blue Ashland. Oh, it's a long time no see. So for today, I will be doing Vtuber Fanart again, so it's like on the start here as well. And I will be drawing someone from Holostars English, first Guild Tempus, you could also like say. And it's like there's a reason why I'm gonna draw him, but also like has something to do with me forgetting about it. Maybe about being lazy too, but it was his birthday in the 1st November, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to draw him when I have time, but for some reason, you know, I didn't make the time to do so, so this is like better late than never. There are also like some I kind of missed from a live member on Monday, but that's like why I'm going to do Artstream tomorrow as well. Hello, hey, welcome to the Artstream. Hello. Alright, I think if I'm gonna start now, it should be like roughly 2 hours, maybe a little bit more, if you include like loading my yapping, but yeah. I'm gonna see what I can do. I know like Axel is like someone who likes to eat hot pot and Vietnamese pho. So I think like maybe I'm gonna draw him, but he's eating, something like that. It could be like funny in like the chibi art style. So it's like roughly what you can expect from me, like similar to the art I did in the bottom left, or like my avatar on the right side, something like that. In the past I've like drawn characters before who were like eating, but nowadays not always, probably not at all. I was just like focusing on like, oh, draw cute girls, but you know, like when they eat, it's kind of also like, yeah, it has like some charm, right? But yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do here. You know, having like those kind of I'm gonna see what I can do here. Oh, okay. To be honest, when I was like starting into the week and was like spending my weekend without streaming, I was kind of like, yeah, it was like 4 days in streaming, no streaming, 4 days no streaming in a row. And I was kind of like out of the flow for some reason. So yeah, but I still like got the willpower to like, yeah, do the schedule. You have like some you have like some who do watch you. It's like not I have it's not like that, right? I hope so at least. So I took like a little bit of my energy and be like, okay, let's start a schedule, let's do a stream, right? And keep doing art, right, as well. It was kind of weird for me, like in this moment, but I'm like glad I did that. And here we are. I met like a lot of people I haven't like seen in years before, or what like feels like years, at least like, yeah, like on the weekends, and it was like nice to like reconnect with people again. It was like this manner, hey, long time no see, how you doing? How did you travel here? Was it far here? Do you stay here overnight? Something like that. And I went like to an event. I'm not saying like where I went, but it was like nice to see those people who usually like show up are like also there, and I could like reconnect with them, and also like some from like far away. I must like say as well. And yeah, I guess I'm still have it in me, or maybe not. I like changed like in this time, but I was like more outgoing there, and yeah, I pulled them like together, and I had like some nice, interesting talks with some people there. Like even those who are like pretty shy and awkward, or like people I don't really know, but we're like meeting for the first time, and yeah. I was like, yeah, maybe like if it were like me 2 years ago, maybe I would not have been able to like talk or lead like the conversation, but for now it was like kind of like interesting development. I must like say that I was like the one we did lead in the conversation. Not that I cannot do that well, but it was like, yeah, pretty different from what I was used to. I don't know what this is sometimes that gives energy for someone to like be able to like lead a conversation, to like actually like start it, you know. Like usually like a lot of people are like who are like gamers, you know. Like some of you gamers are like introverted, right? And, like do not really know how like to do that. It's like mostly, oh, leave me alone, I want to game. I'm like on my phone right now. You see, I don't want to talk, do something like that, right? But at some points you're like forced to like talk, right? Like when there's like awkward silence. Example, if you're like in a lift and you don't have to, but sometimes it's like nice to like not spend the next minute like in silence while like going down or like upwards, right? It has like to go somewhere, like not always up or like down, but also like forward, like whatever you do, right? So yeah. But the way I like ask, sometimes I like you know, like when I was like leading conversation, like doing the questions, sometimes I'm like thinking, is this really me? I'm kind of like some kind of prosecutor or like policeman, you know, and it's like in this one kind of room where you do like the cross-examination, like kind of examination. Do you say something like that? Not really sure. But it's like kind of like asking questions to like the one suspicious person, and this can be like really rough on how like you do that, you know, maybe like bad cop good cop, right? But sometimes I was like, maybe I'm really going too far. But it seems like they don't seem to mind, so I guess like I'm like not too harsh. If I like was too harsh, I don't know. But yeah. My talking is like actually pretty good, I must like say. I'm like someone who likes stories, right? And even like you can watch anime, you can play games, you can read books, anything, right? You're like able to like witness those on your own, but those are like for the most part fiction, right? It's like nothing that has like happened in reality. For the most part, it's not. Especially if it's like an anime sphere, right? But if you like actually ask people on like what they've been up to, or like if they like traveled somewhere, you know, like doing a vacation somewhere, then they have like something interesting to tell. Sometimes things in class, some like something funny has happened, right? And you do like recognize that some of those things are like pretty surreal, maybe like way too funny, then no way this happened, right? And some people have like not only like in this kind of sphere, but some kind of sad stories, or maybe like you can like sense that they are like really undecisive and like pretty unsure about the future. So there are like a lot of different kind of things out there. And I kind of like enjoy those people, for example, who have like, you know, they have like some funny events, but it seems like unbelievable what they tell. So they go like shopping for a moment, you know, and go in and buy their milk. When they come back, they have like about 3 stories where they like almost died, kind of almost got an accident, or survive a knife attack or something. And he just went like shopping, getting milk for 5 minutes. There was like this kind of dude there who was like around the community, around me, kind of. But nowadays not anymore. So kind of like sad. would have enjoyed like some stories from this person, but yeah. Okay. But yeah, this seems to work. Maybe like make the hand bigger. Already I'm like also like watching some old anime and like reading a little bit more on fantasy stories. Kind of like more interested in those. Like I do love romance. I was like watching like something like I finished watching the Angel Next Door, and it was like really sweet. I must like say really sweet. Like every single episode was like a diabetes kind of a lot of sugar. And really like mostly focus on like the slice of life or between like two people and like how they slowly like, you know, get closer to each other. Like really like those kind of low stakes and like pretty comfy stories as well. But sometimes something has to happen. There's a plot, right? And this is the plot. But how this developed was like pretty good. It's like nothing like too artificial, stretched, you know. It's like pretty natural, like the progression, and I kind of like that. Like at first, you know, there's nothing like love at first sight really. The first point is like uncertain event, and when you're like pretty unfamiliar with each other, and are like kind of distance. But the more you like know each other, if you like think, oh, I can trust this person, let me get closer, and yeah. It's similar to like cats, right? Like when you first get a cat or like first meet a cat, like usually like most cats are not like, oh, I love you, you know, like to strangers. They're not like that. For the most part they're like cautious and like watching you and be like, I don't know about this person, can I trust you? You know, and then if you do like are like unwise with your approach, they're gonna be like retreating, you know. And if it's like a human, it's kind of like maybe the same, you know, like how some introverts are. Maybe they will like be go away, I don't want to talk with you, and you know, something like that. Or like pull out their smartphone and give like the obvious sign, oh, I don't want to talk, right? But yeah, this was like kind of similar there, that they were like, okay, I owe you something, but I still don't trust you. Let's have like a little bit of distance, you know. But the more they like learn more about each other, and you know, there's something developed there, and yeah. And this is like pretty nice. It's like pretty much like boy meet girl, you know, but it's a natural progression. I kind of like that, and it's like not really necessarily over when they like actually get together. It continues. Like the anime is like receiving a second season, but I think I'm gonna read the light novel. I guess. And I like want to see if there's any skip content or if there's actually more sugar. Like in terms of like sweetness, I do acknowledge and recognize that the source material has a lot more power in that than like the anime adaptation. This is like what I at least like know and experience with like Go Sick. Like some friend of mine, old friend of mine was like, oh, Go Sick's my favorite anime, but I was like already knowledgeable, so I was like reading the source first, not knowing there was an anime, and then be like, yeah, watch that, you know. And when someone was like, oh, anime is best, then I'd be like, read the source, read the source material. I'm kind of like, I do like to argue in this kind of thing, you know, when what thing is better, you know, anime or like source material. And for the most part, I'm like source material is better, especially after like encounter like light novels. Like normally I was like the manga kind of boy, but at some point when in the library I like visited, there were like no manga left I have not read or like were interested in. So I was like, oh, some of the books have like anime art, like not cartoon. Let me check that out. And actually those have something, have actually a pretty well written story. There were like about 2, maybe 3. But I was only like interested in one of those. Kind of like one of those was Gothic. This was what I enjoyed. The second one was like something about a Yuri, like about a all-girls school. I didn't get that really at the charm of that. And the third one was like something of a isekai. I do like isekais, but this one was like a little bit interesting. And it has like a manga attached as well, but I read the manga attached instead. Instead of like the novel. And it was like, yeah, it's isekai, so you get like flushed into a toilet and then you land into different worlds. When you flush in, when you like land in water again or something, you get like back into your world or something. They were like about a lot of like good looking young men. It's kind of like yaoi bed or something. I know only like the German title, but I don't know like about the English or like Japanese. Hello 8, welcome to the Artstream. I'm drawing Axel Syrios from Holostars. English, hello, hello. Currently yapping like about light novel, like how I started into that, and besides like Gothic and like some kind of Yuri-ish novel, there was like also like this isekai yaoi bait one. This was like available in the library. Like nothing sus, but it has like this kind of genre, you know, like with good looking young men. And it's like in a kind of, yeah, fantasy world, and it has like demons, and the one who got like isekai has like something like that he is like the next demon lord, so he's like not a hero or something, but actually the next demon lord or something, and the soul like similar to like Yugi kind of, you know, like with the pharaoh, there's like something residing in him. And yeah, I thought like, yeah, it was like more of a comedy, but actually it had like something something interesting going on there. But yeah, I was like not too how to say, I was like not too invested in that. I was just like reading it when I had like nothing else. This was like my approach with like most of those things. Some would surprise me, some would like be meh, kind of. But even though I was like not really interested in like things outside of action shonen, Gothic was like surprised. Did surprise me. Like the writing was like really beautiful, and character writing. So like how the characters interact with each other, and like how the main character or like the main characters interacted with each other, like Victorica and Kujo Kazuya. This was like so sweet between those two. Like watching like two young people like you know, banter with each other. It was like in the Victorian age, kind of, so like before the World War, kind of, I think. So like 90s, end of 19s, you know, right? Like the beginning of the 19s. 1910, something like that. I don't know when it like started. But it was like sure, like nice having a setting without like smartphones or like phones in general. I think like smartphones were like not a thing back then when the light novel was like written. But the art was like pretty cute as well. It's like from the same kind of artist who did like some cute series like I think Ikoram Eo no Kurase, so like the manga, like usually a manga artist. But when a manga artist does like light novel illustrations, it looks like really beautiful, especially because they don't have any time pressure to like release on a weekly or like a monthly basis. It's like just one singular page and it's like pretty small. Like light novels are like pretty small. Like you can fit it in your pocket. So yeah, there was like not a lot of pressure, I think, like in upholding the quality. I wonder how I do that. But yeah, besides like some of those things I like did in the weekends, I spent a lot of time with thinking. A lot of thinking. Like nothing too interesting, and I think like I'm gonna keep that for myself, but I did spend a lot with that. You know, like when you travel, for, you know, like for in a train or like in a car, you like travel with that, you got like time to think for yourself. Like, of course you can like just grab the phone, check the social media, maybe watch a video, maybe play a game, right? Maybe even read, but sometimes when you're like out of this kind of loop, you know, like in doing those kind of things, you sometimes just spend time with yourself. Like technology is like pretty good in like you know, distracting ourselves and like keeping ourselves entertained, but it is like every now and then important to like just think and like reflect about on like things, especially if those are like pretty recent. So maybe you did a mistake and be like, oh no, Hasukashi, and I'm ashamed, I have to fix that. And then if you have time to think for yourself, you actually get like think about that moment and just like debunk it, you know. If you like just get distracted by the next notification and like yeah, spend time with that, it's like coming maybe up when you're like about to go sleep, and it's like maybe where you don't have the phone, and in this moment like all those random thoughts or like events that happen in the day like go into your head, and then maybe you're gonna spend time thinking about that instead of like actually focusing on like or like relaxing when falling asleep. And it's like it's like one of the reasons why like a lot of people, why some of the people like have problems with like falling asleep. Maybe they have like insomnia, right? And yeah. But yeah, for my part, I actually like got to like to think about a lot of stuff, and especially about life, like what I want to do, or like if I'm gonna continue streaming. And yeah, I will. But yeah, I got like let's say I'm got like kind of new kind of motivations, I must like say. But yeah, I need to like continue streaming as well for that. I like want to see if I can keep it up. Like 1 year? It's like pretty solid. The thing like I never like missed a week of streaming. Like at least every week I stream like about 3 times a week. 3 times. Sometimes I would like do more than 3, but minimum is like always 3. Sometimes I did like take vacations, but I still like kept my minimum of 3 streams in a week. I also had like opportunity where I could be like, do you want to travel to another country? And for like a few weeks. But the problem would be like I would not be able to stream if I like would do that. Like my PC is like at home, right? And yeah, it's Black Friday right now, but I'm not really sure what kind of laptop I would like want to get. Like a travel laptop. Like gaming laptop, you could like play games, but it wouldn't be able to like survive for a long while. Like, and the longevity of a laptop is like not for too long, right? And if it's like for streaming, like Satsudan wise, it could last longer. You need like something for decent internet connection. Especially if it's like hotel Wi-Fi, for example. This can like happen. Then yeah, games would be like out of the questions, kind of. But you could like still like stream, even like with a kind of streaming laptop, like not a gaming, but like streaming laptop, something that has like good enough battery life, like good enough longevity and like quality as well. So that's like not only like long lasting and like before it like turns off, you know, like before the energy is like out, but also like how robust that is and like how much it can like tank. And also like mic, you know, travel mic. And yeah, like I'm PG, so I'm kind of like, it's like pretty much okay, you know. But I was also like thinking, maybe Live 2D, right? Like get at some point something with tracking, and then it's gonna be more difficult. But PNG should always be possible. I think like PNGs have like a lot of strengths, to be honest. Do you remember like Azulane? Like Gacha? It's like this one with the ship girls, like Kantai Collection 2, so to say. And nowadays the Live 2D got like really good, right? It's like pretty erotic. Azulane's like, it's like kind of like the walking question, like how is this still in Google Play Store? It's like so lewd. But yeah, they still like maintained to be there. And yeah, the Live 2D skins of like some of those ship foos like super hot, but you know, the Live 2D was like not always that good. Like, do you remember like the really first ones, like those of Javelin, Z23 and Luffy, maybe like Ayanami too? Those were like pretty standard, right? Like those are like those character models that look like straightforward. And then it has like this minimal movement, kind of. Like wherever you put click with the cursor, they like follow the movement. And this is like pretty much what they can do. They do not have dynamic movements in something. This is like pretty much vanilla. And like a pose that's like that, it's like pretty like, you know, it's pretty much planned. They do not much. They are not really expressive as well. But nowadays, you know, especially because like VTuber got more popular with that, more Live 2D artists are also like out there and like taking commissions, like taking requests and everything. Yeah, they could like do a lot more in that regards. Like instead of like yeah, living lame as F2D, elevate that to like do something creative, more looter stuff, and yeah. What I was like want to like say is like while Live 2D is like pretty good nowadays, it's like pretty expensive to do so. And if we think like about the good old days with like Azur Lane, PNG was like a lot stronger in its expressiveness than like Live 2D. While it's like nice that when they like talk that they have like moving and that they like follow you around, you know, that they can be like hiding behind a wall and then like occasionally peek like tia tia, can be like cute. It was like pretty restricted in its movement, and even if you like try to rig that, you know, as a Live 2D rigger, or like or if you're like pretty new in like rigging and like try to experiment with that, this is like hard enough already. Of course you can like, I saw like a video where you can actually practice and like master that, or like get like the most important like things learned within 1 week. You can like do that in 1 week, which was like interesting. I got like, it got like recommended to me like one time. It was like, yo, interesting. You taught yourself rigging in 1 week. It's like pretty different from like actually drawing, like actually doing art. Let me do some sketches of Axel. His hairstyles are like really unique. I can't like one-shot it really, but he's like my most drawn Holostars member. I don't know what this is about him, but he's silly. I like it. But also he has like a kernel of like wisdom, and like with that, like some stories and like things of life experience he can like share. And he was like kind of the guy who, yeah, experience like on what this is to be the harem protagonist, and he's like, yeah, it's like, it feels like pretty much real. Because they're like, I actually met in real life actually someone who had like a harem protagonist arc while he was like in school, and it sounds pretty like much like, yeah, this is kind of like a nobody. You know, some people be like, oh, I want like a yandere girlfriend, but no, you don't want that. Don't stick your dong in crazy. Don't do that. Nobody wants a crazy girlfriend. It's such a red flag. And actually, you know, while in anime it's like pretty much like, it seems like pretty nice to be like loved and such. In real life, you know, from the stories I heard, it's like pretty much, you know, I love like listening to stories. I love like stories, I like read stories, such. This was like a kind of how I treated it into a manga and light novel, right? But you know, when you talk to people, they have like a lot of interesting things to tell, and yeah, being a harem protagonist doesn't sound like doesn't sound like so nice. Of course, there are like some parodies, like some comedies, like the 100 Girlfriend anime, or like series as well, that like kind of like showcase that, but it's like pretty horrible. I could go into detail, but at the same time, I do not remember it really well enough, because I didn't experience the story myself, so it's like not really fresh in my mind. But if I like try to like slowly retell it, like actually writing wise, I could be able to. besides like having like a harem protagonist arc, they also had like to undergo character development. So they were like kind of like, you know, kind of pretty dumb back then. And then when if they look back at the experience, they're like, oh, they were like into me, I didn't realize, something like that, right? You're like kind of young, you never like experienced like how this to be loved, maybe like yeah, your parents love you, for example, right? But it's like about you know, being the center of attention. And if you always have been the center of attention, then you don't really like notice that there may be like some people into you. Or maybe if you like try to cope, be like, oh, I'm unpopular, nobody will like notice me, then you just like consciously maybe look away, you know, like you don't want to realize that, oh, I'm popular, no, I'm not at all popular, right? And there's like those kind of like thoughts there with some people. At the same time, it's like, how do you recognize that you're popular actually, you know? That not people are like effing around with you. Be like, oh, maybe it's like not in the sense of like effing around, but be like, oh, this person's so alone, and we don't like invite this person to parties or like group activities. I noticed. Let's have him around so that he's not lonely. Maybe, you know. And then people be like, oh, I'm popular. No, you're not. They're just sorry about. They just feel sorry about you. Yeah. Like people do like to mix things up and such, especially if they're like young and unexperienced with like the things in the world. But yeah, it is like it's like kind of like nice to listen to some people, even like if they're dumb. Sometimes the stories can be like really entertaining. Sometimes you get like be like, okay, maybe this is like how they how yeah, those kind of things are like common nowadays, like in stories, Japanese ones. Sometimes it's just like a kind of quick buck they want to make of some stupid kind of experience, but some really do try to tell a story, and this can be like super interesting. So, for those people who don't know, regarding like what I draw, I'm drawing Axel eating something, like eating noodles, right? What you can like tell from first glance. Like whenever I like tune to streams, like mostly Zatsudans, he likes to eat about food, and I mean a lot of people talk about food, but for the most part it's like he talks about eating, he's like the hot pot guy, or like he likes to eat pho, you know, like the Vietnamese kind of glass noodles thingy, like not the udon, but it's like really thick and such. And but it's not necessarily about the noodles that I like good, but it's like about the broth of that. And he likes to explain things in like video game terms, maybe because he's not that good in English. He's like Aussie, right? But I guess like he has Japanese background. But a lot of Aussies, you know, they can, they're like able of like speaking Japanese, surprisingly. So like when you see like someone like an Asian looking guy in there, chances are like high that they can like speak it. Like, right, the anime man, right, is like someone who has like Japanese roots and like learned how to speak. Like from birth, you're like mother tongues, of course you can like get something, but yeah, he actually told that like a lot of people should like be able to know, right? It's like kind of like public knowledge that yeah, he can do that. He's like pera pera, he's fluent in speaking JP. Yeah, this hair's like pretty difficult. It's like pretty funny, but there's an asymmetry because like there's no symmetry. It's like kind of like weird to like get the balance right. How do I draw your hair, Axel? It's not Iroquois hair, right? It's like not what some of the Indians would like, or like Aborigines would like to. Well, maybe, because he's an Aussie. They're like Aborigines, yeah, in Australia. Like those kind of cavemen, but in Australia, right? How do I balance your hair? Wakanai yo. Wakanai. I guess I need more volume on the other side. But yeah, I must like say, out of all the boys I've drawn in my lifespan as an artist, Axel is like the most unique one. It means I haven't drawn Goku really. Well, actually I did draw Goku, but I didn't remember about that. Didn't remember that really. But I must like say, Axel is like the most complicated one. Like Goku is like actually easy. I must like say. But I drew like Goku when I was like, I don't know, 9-year-old, 11-year-old. Not really sure anymore about the age. But yeah. It was like kind of like my favorite character back in the days, because this was like the only manga I've like read really. Like all of it. Like some I like read were like beginnings of Slam Dog, or like some kind of Wild West kind of manga. I think like it was something like Wanted. I was like reading the first volume and was like thinking, hey, that's pretty cool. Just like the first arc is pretty good. But yeah, there were like no other volumes out there. Like in the library. So yeah. So I only like know the story up to like the first arc wise. Like shooting guns and such, right? Anime guns were like but like manga guns, cool. Like gunfight action, like not a lot of like did it good. But actually there was like Cowboy Bebop back then, right? I haven't like watched that yet. Like I didn't watch a lot of the classics, I must like say. Like Evangelion, I took like a glimpse at a manga. But yeah, or like sometimes I like saw television when some always, well, it's like some of the older people, like what they say older, but I was like pretty young back then, and then some of the older teenagers, they're already like watching it, and then be like, I don't really get it, you know, like mostly, oh, I see Shinji in the robot, and there's like a lot of shots of like how they're talking and not a lot of things moving. Yeah, but I guess like this was like kind of the thing with like Seinen, right? It's like mostly dialogue based, and then like the inner struggle and such, instead of like wham wham action and you know, like visible like comedy or something. It's like pretty much in this terms of like this sphere of like that. I was like too young to understand those kind of things. I was about to like Beyblade and like spin the thingy. Beyblade is like still pretty it's still pretty good today, I want to like say. Like it's like pretty much the best toy to like have fun with. Like you have the arena and you have like two guys and they do like Beyblade, let it rip. And the one object that stops spinning and loses, right? The last one standing wins. It's like pretty easy to understand. Last man standing. But yeah, they're not really any good Beyblade games anymore, right? But they don't produce this game anymore. Like video game wise. I remember like a few years ago they did have something like Beyblade anime going on, but I don't know if they keep milking it, you know, like with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like really ridiculous on how it developed. Like a lot of new cards got like it's still alive, that's like good, but with that the meta and like all the cards that are like out there, it's got like maybe ridiculous, I must like say. Maybe it got ridiculous. I was like playing up to the pendulum kind of age, maybe like with Link monsters as well, but then I don't know much anymore. But I do understand the meta, but yeah, the meta today is more like that you kind of like stun lock the opponent, so or you have like a really long first turn. You know, they're like those cards that are like able to, that you can like draw more cards or like pick like cards directly from your deck when you like this, but it's not like in the terms of like spell cards anymore, but also like monster effects and like special summons, right? Normally you can only do one normal summon or like one tribute summon each round, but then they have like the special summons, pendulum summons, link summon, synchro summon, besides like the usual fusion like ritual, right? And yeah, if you summon that monster, oh, you can like search a card from your deck or like draw this card. And when there's like pendulum summon, you can like summon out of your hand, like special summon like that. And when these monsters get on the field, then you can like summon them again, and some have like effect of like, oh, reshuffle those monsters back in your hand, or like put them to the graveyard, and maybe you can get like a one-turn KO or something close to it, you know, something like some really strong monster your opponent cannot beat in like with like normal tribute summon, and you have to adapt to the meta as well. It's like, yeah, I played like along with a friend who was like pretty much into Yu-Gi-Oh! With that, and but at some point I would like find myself being like 10 minutes or like 5 to 10 minutes, I would like sit there and be like, oh, please finish your turn, and I want to play. When I get to in my turn, I get like lucky and like pulling like black hole or like something like that would destroy the special summon monster, but then he would be like, I activate an effect from my special summon monster, like, and because I have this card in my hand, I can like activate the effect of my special summon monster to like nullify the effect of your spell card. You could, my monster is gonna still stay on the field and be like, oh no. And then if it's his turn again, he's gonna repeat all of that again, just to like summon another monster and like negate any kind of counters I would like prepare, like trap cards, you know, or like a high defense monster, or like another strong monster I would like summon so that he can't beat mine with his strong card. And it's like, yeah, it's pretty much I don't like this kind of meta anymore. I'm like, it's like most of the times I don't get to play, you know. I really hate it when I'm getting slowed down. I really hate it when I'm getting slowed down. If I don't get to get my turn. I want to also be in the spotlight. I also want to play. So that's like what so yeah, I guess I enjoy those arcade like kind of games, maybe like a little bit more, you know, like arcade games, what I does, you know. It's like back in the days with like those arcade halls, they're like those arcade machines, right? You would do like a fighting game, like doesn't like last long, maybe it's like 7-minute timer, but usual fight is like 3 minutes, right? Especially if it's like FGC, it doesn't like last long, like maybe 2 minutes, because yeah, you can only walk sidewards, there's like at some point an invisible wall, right? And then you can get cornered. It's like the 2D fighters kind of style, like nothing 3D, nothing where like can stall for too long. You can throw projectiles like Guile, right? And can like crouch and then do an anti-air, for example, and it's like kind of campy, but battle wouldn't like last too long, since at some point someone's HP bar get like to 0. Like maybe they get like out chip damage, or maybe you land like some solid hits and combos, and then it's like over pretty quick. Okay, I don't know how to draw that really. How to draw people eating. But I guess like something with the chopsticks is not right. Yeah, maybe something like... Maybe something like that. Like the noodles would cover the chopsticks. I can't see the chopsticks really. Through those noodles. Eating chopsticks might be not easy for people who do it the first time. I don't really know either how I learned it, to be honest. I do not know. But it's actually more practical than using forks and like a spoon. I must like say, like eating noodles with that. Maybe not with spaghetti. It like depends really. But yeah, how do you eat noodle soups with like chopsticks, right? You can use those to like fish the noodles and then like lead it towards your mouth. And if you want to drink the broth, you can like drink it from the bowl itself. Easy. Like easy to understand. And you can even like use chopsticks to eat like things like sweets, fatty snacks, without getting your hands dirty. I kind of was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Especially when I saw like an anime, like people who ate like rice crackers or like chips, you know, like with chopsticks, and I was like thinking, that's kind of smart. Because you don't get your hands dirty, you don't like get your fatty fingers on your keyboard or like your mouse, right? And it's like pretty nice. You can even use the chopsticks to eat rice. I was like thinking, oh, maybe I need a spoon, but you don't need one. you do not need one. A lot of things are like unnecessary thanks to chopsticks. And yeah, with chopsticks you can't really hurt anyone, I must like say, compared to like having a knife and fork. Like yeah, there were like some serious injuries with those, I guess. And do you remember like Yakuza 1? I remember when I played the PlayStation 2 version, and there was a point where the main character was in prison, and then one of the then there would be like a fight would like break out under like the inmates. And this can be like pretty dangerous because most of the people in prison, you know, they're like people like criminal, and maybe they did kill someone, or maybe they are like there because they hurt someone, right? And when they like use those forks to fight, right? And like forks, they don't do like serious damages, right? But it will hurt. And this is like what I'm afraid of, like getting hurt. I'm like not a fighter, I'm like just a normal human being. I had never really like had a fight between life and death. Maybe like, you know, when I was a child, you know, maybe we had like some disagreements with another kid, and be like and then yeah, we punch each other, right? And like at like some kind of fights like that. Maybe like kicking each other, and like really some dull fights, I must like say. Like nothing to martial arts or like anime like, but you know, sometimes you don't agree with someone, and then it's like bam bam bam. And then a teacher would like come in time and be like, hey, don't fight against each other, apologize, and I'm gonna talk to your parents, and be like, no, my parents are gonna hit me, and yeah, something like that. At least if you're like Asian household, right? I don't know how they do it nowadays. Like, if you do something wrong, they like, you know, do like in Stephen He, they pull out the slipper and be like, wham, 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 and you can like afraid of the slipper. Need to do something with the arm. Like the hair seems maybe alright, but looks like so thin. Need to make him a little bit more buffer with the arm. Like he's the gladiator in the group. Like the doctor hitman assassin and gladiator of Tempus. Like how he proclaims himself every single time he like comes like to an introduction. Yeah, but actually it's like fine enough. It's fine enough. Sometimes I do regret that I can speak and understand English. It's like pretty helpful to like communicate with each other, you know, and like gain some information, communication especially. But when I was like watching anime, you know, and like hearing the lyrics of the songs in Japanese, right? I wouldn't like think much of it, especially if they had like English in there. I would like think, oh, that's cool, you know. But the thing is, like, once you understand like words in English and like have like a little bit of vocabulary, sometimes you mishear anime lyrics because they do have the abstract kind of English, or like their really weird kind of spelling. They would like pronounce some words really weirdly. When I was like not capable of like speaking English, I could like enjoy the anime like just normally. But sometimes there would be like I would like mishear something, like once I like understood more in that language, and be like, no way, no way, they did not set that, right? Sometimes there's like subtitling, right? And even like if it's like really clear what it says, sometimes you mishear it and be like, I can't see it the same way anymore. There's like this one video, right, out there that's I think like about misheard anime lyrics, anime opening lyrics, I would like say. And oh gosh. Well, it's funny, but it does ruin a good song. It does ruin a good song. It does ruin it. The experience for me. Can't see it the same way. Kinda like hate it. And when I like especially when I took a look at the comment section, be like, no, I had this, I had that kind of thing. Just by myself. I need like some confirmation when there are actually some people who like kind of agree. And be like, no, it's such a good song, come on. It was like about the anime opening song from Kantai Collection. The anime was kind of like, the anime adaptation was kind of meh. So like Kantai Collection, the animation was kind of meh. But I liked the opening song. But once I understood more English, and then like kind of like today, like listen to the opening, was like, no. No. I was like laughing, I couldn't like enjoy the music anymore. Way anchor. Way anchor. Way anchor. This is like what the subtitle says clearly. Way anchor. But I hear something different when way anchor. And the English singing from Akino, the musician Akino, is like pretty good, but you hear something different when way anchor. I'm not gonna say it's fast. I'm not gonna say it fast. Just like slowly. Maybe the algorithm will pick it up and be like, no! Bad total! Okay, I'm like 1 hour in. I shouldn't like yap too much. I hate it. Sometimes I hate it. It's too much knowledge is like can be like bad. Too much of good things can be like really hurtful. But yeah, sometimes I would like wish for times where I could like unlearn something, but with that, but in exchange for like forgetting that, like learn a new skill. You know, like some games you can do that, right? In like Pokemon, for example, you can like unlearn some Pokemon moves, but learn like some you can like potentially put in your slots, because you have like about 4 moves you can like put in there, right? Sometimes I would like wish to be unable to like game. I like lose all my gaming skills, but I could like learn, for example, Japanese. This would be like pretty nice for me. I would not be able to like play Japanese games, like because I suck, you know. But I would like take it, you know, because learning a language takes so much time. Like especially if it's like that as hard as like Japanese. But gaming, you know, gaming doesn't take too much. I could just relearn it. Like equal price for giving something up. Actually, I don't need those kind of things. Like he's like using a chain as a weapon. Like this is a design, an Axel's design. I really could like simplify all of that. Yeah, something. Okay. I hate it. Too much knowledge can be like pretty bad. Way anchor. Like the one word I think about instead, you know, it's not even like normal vocabulary books, but sometimes you like watch some videos, you get like some funny kind of vocabulary, something like in the meme culture, you know, and then you learn some stuff. You naturally pick that up. I don't even know what, you know, like risk is even, it's not a word in like the vocabulary, but use that kind of, you know, and you know what it means, I guess. I'm gonna risk you up. Risk me. But yeah, the explanation for that word is like way too long, right? So it's like just easier to like use risk. To use this kind of vocabulary. I guess it's like kind of fine, you know, because Axel is like the kind of guy with the dick and balls humor. He's not, I would like say he's like the most say so, like the most pure in Holostars English. But you wouldn't like really think that because he like often like uses slurs, but the thing is like he's like that because he's an Aussie and such. But he's never intentionally like someone who has like bad intentions. Like pretty much like an Aniki, like an older brother. Even though he's younger than me. Just like he uses those words, but doesn't really mean it. I do like think some of the other boys, like Altair example, they have like a hidden side. They don't show it, but they really hide something. Altair's like the one with the smooth voice, be like, how to imitate his energy. Hello everyone! Hello! It's your boy Regis Altair, leader of the Tempus Guild. Hello! No, he's like the one with the smooth voice and it's like acting like really like cutesy. I don't really know. Not really cutesy, but he sounds like he introduces himself like with an innocent kind of voice, and he's like the leader, right? The guy with the blue hair, and yeah. I remember his debut, and his energy in the debut and like now is like pretty different. Hello everyone! Wah! Wah! The way he laughs is also like pretty easy for me to imitate. This is like kind of my fake laugh, but when he laughs it's like it sounds like pretty much like that. And sometimes, you know, when I listen to him, I do think he's faking it, but actually it's genuine. It's like how I would like use my voice if I like would like fake something. But yeah, it's not that difficult for me. It's not that difficult for me. I'm natural in that. But yeah, if I give my really best, I could really like do sound like an Altair. It's like not that difficult, and I guess like if I speak like that normally, my voice is like kind of calm, right? And if I give my best, I really could like impersonate him. Then I could like make a stream and pretend to be him. I used to be a beacon, a hero in a fairy tale. But yeah, my Japanese pronunciation is better than his ones. But yeah, regardless, there's like a reason why he's in Holostars. Like why he's the chosen one. I was like listening to some clips and also like saw that Regis has like his own 3D studio, and it was like pretty nice to see that he can do like stuff with it, and to do like more VR, or like if he invites some people, you know, that they actually have like they can like walk around in 3D and have like collab like that. For karaoke, for example, as well. It was like pretty cool. And then Battle, who's like pretty who I do respect. He's like a pretty skilled content creator. He like says, yeah, that he could like that Altair like deserve to be the leader of the Tempus Guild. And that means a lot, I would like say. Like battles like the jester, right? So like the one who's like the sand sack and who tanks everything. But he does have like yeah, he does know his stuff. I do like listen to him too, but the thing is like he's pretty good at hiding his skills. What he actually is like capable of. Sometimes it doesn't seem like he has skills, but he has like some. And pretty good entertaining skills. But also like his character design is so hot, to be honest. Sansaki Sensei? Something with S, I know. And then with K at the follow-up. Draws like pretty well. Like what I was like kind of funny, what I think like is kind of funny that most of the Tempus artists, like the Vtuber Mama Papa, like most of those who draw the model, they were like FGO artists. They are like FGO artists. You know, like Fake Grand Arter, like FGO, like this gacha game. Like most artists from there are like responsible for like drawing them. This is like kind of funny. But I know of HGO, you know, one more part of in the big Fate universe, and that its gacha raids are like the most horrendous ones, like even worse than like Blue Archive. But I do sometimes feel like Blue Archive is like the worst. I get always the blues, something like that. But Vagrant Order, this is like hell. I heard like the story about some guy who like saved as free-to-play like his currency for years just to pull one character he really wanted, like Raid Up Banner, right? And he saved like tons of pulls. I don't know how much. That's like about for years he prepared. They prepared. I don't know the gender. Probably a he. And when they did the pulls, they didn't get a character at all. And this was like what made them very angry and then quit the game. Something about that I heard. The Fake Grand Arter is like pretty infamous. They improved the pull rate, like the gacha rate, I heard like. And maybe like involve, I don't know what they else did there. Maybe like Spark system? No, maybe not. Else they wouldn't have like lost tons of pulls to not get it, right? It was like about for years. But yeah, they improved something, but still like it's still like pretty bad. I came like to talk about FGO because yeah, the topic was like, yo, some of the artists from FGO, some of the artists were like responsible for FGO art, character designs. It's like all my knowledge about it. That the gacha, that they're like gacha wise is like pretty bad there. I don't know about the story though. I watched a little bit of Fate Apocrypha, a little bit, maybe like 12, 15 episodes, I don't know. At some point I stopped. But yeah, I kind of like stopped because it didn't have like the same vibes for me as like Unlimited Blade Works or like Fate Zero. Didn't have like those vibes for me. Like I was like young when I was like watching that. But I would like say Fate Zero is probably the better one there. In terms of like seriousness, it's like more sane, and I feel like. Like the characters in Fate Zero are like super interesting. And then there's servants as well. There are like some tragic stories there as well, but also like some really hype moments in terms of like dialogues, I would like say. Like who was that? There was this rider guy having like a talk with the, how was he called? Gilgamesh guy, and then with like Saber. And I think like this kind of dialogue was pretty nice. There was like a lot of strategy, maybe not strategy, but a lot of layers in while in this conversation. That was like pretty cool. While Unlimited Blade works, it's like for most part the action, the battle scenes. And Shiro, Emiya, right? Yeah, I think like a lot of people didn't like him, like anime only people. But I heard from people like who read the novel, like visual novel, they thought like, yo, Emiya Giga Chat. Maybe because it has like, you know, anime is like show don't tell, and then anything what Emiya does seems like, you idiot! You're so dumb! But in the visual novel, you know, it's like also tell. You can like see the inner monologue, what they're like thinking, and then it's like, yo Emiya, you're such a giga chat, let's go! I root for you! And yeah. And I see like a lot of, I don't know if it's a meme, you know, but there are like people who have like Emiya, PFP, they daily post about Emiya, or like when it comes like whenever something with Fate comes up, they would like post something with Emiya. And it's kind of like, yo, okay, yeah. Not really sure if I should check it out, but I guess like I should. Because like the visual novel has like multiple roots, right? And the anime is like, the animes, like multiple anime, they try to like cover everything. Like there's Unlimited Blade works, there's like Heaven's Feel, like the movie, right? Like which covers the other ending. And then like that's the original Fate Stay Night anime, right? It's like from Studio Dean. That has like the, yeah, normal route kind of. So it's like a different route. I watch that as well. But yeah, like actually the visual novel, it has full voice acting. There is like, it's actually an eroge, but I would like say it's more like a visual novel. So like actually a story with multiple endings. Like the ero part is like not really that it's not really that important. Just like the thing with like, yeah, undress yourself, then we can do better mana transfer or something like that, right? It's like plot relevant, but not necessarily like ooh, woohoo, sexy. It's not really like that in this kind of aspect. It's not like a fan service, I guess. It's really like just pure plot, and then yeah. I don't know if they will make a remake of that. So for example, like Tsukihime, they did a remake, and there's like nothing with the erotic scenes, for example. I heard like, of course you can patch it so that you can actually see it, but it's like the old art, right? It doesn't like look like in the modern era. It's like not that it's like not that high quality. But yeah, this was like back in the days with like visual novels, I guess, that they had like this kind of meta. I would watch like some videos about like the evolution of that, I guess. Because yeah, like now I kind of like reading those, so currently like reading Artstream on streams, right? But I was also like talking about more kind of visual novels and like story-driven kind of games. I would also like plan to play more Ace Attorney, but the thing is like streaming that game is like pretty complicated. They're like Capcom is like a little bit like more strict about that. Like kind of the reason why I don't know if is Capcom also like for things like Metal Gear Solid? Probably not. But the thing is, like with Ace Attorney, you're not supposed to like show the endings, so you can play the trial and everything, but how the ending actually goes out, you are not allowed to show. Something like that. Even if you do not monetize it, you're still not allowed to show it or something. Maybe it's like really antique, really old, you know, before like the kind of rules kicked in and like copyright. I guess maybe those are alive. Like those kind of let's plays maybe. But if you actually want to live stream, you're not allowed to. I guess. I do like Ace Attorney. Just like, yeah, but I was like thinking about playing some of the parts I haven't played yet. I think like there's something with the spirits kind of thing. And then where you play as the one with the top hat, the one girl with the top hat. This was like most of those I haven't played are like in 3DS era. I was able to like obtain a DS but not a 3DS, so this was like, yeah, my limit on like what I could like play. PlayStation 2 also like was possible, yeah. You know those kind of games that have like, you know, like CDs or like cartridges that have like multiple games in those? If you're like in the West, maybe you never saw those before, but I was kind of amazed when I got like to see that they had like a PlayStation CD or like a Nintendo Game Boy cartridge, and those has like multiple games in it, like not only one, like Pokemon for example, like Red Edition. But they also have like multiple games in there, like arcade games or like other big name games, and be like, wow, that's cool. Why don't the companies do more of those? They would like make a lot of money off that. And they're like 100 games, only $10 for that deal. But when I was like, when I got like a little bit older, and then like learned more about the things like pirating and stuff, or how like you burn a CD and such, you know, like those kind of things, I'd be like, ah, oh, you know. It's kind of amazing how C is like doesn't care about, you know, about those kind of things. It's like so whack how they don't care. And it doesn't work. Like, you know, sometimes I go like I go like in the streets and see, and they use like some brand names or like logos that are established, you know, like Mr. Bean, Mickey Mouse, you know. They use this to lure you in, you know, everything. Even like the games, you know, they sell for cheap. Or like those fake brand names, you know, and be like, oh, we sell your Pokemon, but you search a Pokemon, we have Digimon, something like that, you know. They just slap a different name on it and be like, yeah. And sometimes when my relatives like and see are like asking me, hey, what do you want? And I'd be like, oh, I want like some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and then be like, here you go, and then be like, these are not original cards. What is that? There's a Pokemon on that. And I don't know this monster. And yeah. You know, if you, in order to like play Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively, you know, like card game wise, like duel each other, those cards have to be like legal. They need to be like they need to be like the originals. And most cards most cards I got like from my relatives in the sea, they were like, those were like not original. So I couldn't like use them. But sometimes I would do like, I have to be like creative and like want new original cards that are like usable in like duels. And yeah, I had to be like creative with like trading and be like, hey, do you want this one of the cards and then you trade me those 5? To do something like that, for example, to like get like good cards or like usable cards, you know, in order to like duel. Like trading wise, because my parents were like kind of like stingy with like pocket money. They wouldn't like give me anything unless I would be like A student, be like dropping like constant A's and perform well, you know. And this was like too much work. Instead, it's like easier to just like trade multiple cards against few cards, and then yeah, I would like do that. Or whatever I would like wanted to do, it's like easier to do like in a different way. And even idea sometimes to like trade those game cartridges, but thing is like I'm not always allowed to play games, right? And like video games. And so they would also not only take away my Game Boys, but also the cartridges. So I couldn't like really trade the cartridges. They would like notice if it's gone and be like, hey, what is that? Are you hiding another game console and like play that like secretly under your bed when we go to sleep, and be like, no. But I can't like tell them I've sold it, you know? So I was like, no, that's not a good idea. Let's not do that. But yeah. Maybe it's like also like a bad moment because you know, as age progressed, the things like technology like progress as well. So even like sell that kind of game cartridges now, they wouldn't like sell a lot, even if it has multiple games in that. So I couldn't like go to like some random pupil, you know, like some kid, and be like, hey, do you want this? It has like multiple games in it. I traded you for this thing. I can't do that anymore because those games are pretty worthless. We have like the smartphone games like now, right? We have the Nintendo Switch, we have like PlayStation 5, right? Technology has like advanced. I can't scam people like Axel does. But yeah, be careful of scammers, especially of me. Like a lot of adults, they are like capable of scamming you. Even contracts, be sure to read those. Or bring someone who's like familiar with contracts. From one button. Yeah, my mouse drawn Holostars. I haven't drawn in a while though. I forgot some things. Generally I haven't like drawn, maybe? When did I draw? 5 to 6 days ago. But still, yeah. Okay, we'll take more than 2 hours with the stream. Like, the line art will be done within 2 hours, but the colors, I don't know. It's like not an easy character design. The hair's a little bit complicated and he has a lot of color in there. A lot of different color schemes. Like, it's mostly like... It's like, yeah, yellow, like blonde, red, orange, black. Yeah, it's not, maybe not too much. A little bit of blue here and there. I think his eyes are blue, but I don't draw the eye colors in the style, so this saves me time. Like, anime eyes are like actually time consuming to draw, to be honest. So maybe it's like one of the reasons why I like to choose this style. I'm lazy. But to be honest, I do like the vibes those kind of eyes and like this kind of art style gives. Like with chibi you can't like do much wrong. Way encore. Way encore. Way encore. Way encore. Nah, one day I have to do it seriously. Ah, man. Why is this even a word? Why is this even a word in the English language? Yeah, maybe it's the only part where I don't care about the line art. Yeah, I have to design the colors though. You got in the noodles as well. Noodle color. Well, it's white. Fur's white. I don't need to add any color really. Can keep it white. To be honest, even though I wish sometimes I could like give up a language I like learned just to learn like a new one, like swap German to like English, no, swap German to like Japanese. But to be honest, if I like give up on that language, I like close some doors. And to be honest, some of those doors are like have like open with German. They got me like some unique experience that like impossible to get outside of like that. Like there's like some unique content out there, like in German language. And I do not regret to like saw those. They're like really funny and really creative as well. Like some YouTubers there. Sometimes I like have way with words. Like really natural. I kinda like do respect those, if people are like able to like yap naturally. It was like mostly in the terms of like let's plays, right? So it could be like that things are scripted, but if you know like the flow of like how like a video like going, right? Like let's play wise, when they like just naturally they like have like those things to say. It's like kind of incredible. Of course, if they live stream, they have like a lot of moments where like silent or like just game, maybe like interact with the chat, right? But kind of like cool. It was like kind of cool like to follow those kind of content creators, and they have like this kind of energy, this kind of aura about them, and like things what they say. I don't really know how their decision making looks like, but it was sure interesting for me, like watching them. They had like great humor. Nothing too dirty. Sometimes, and the collaborations, they would be also like cool. Like it was even before like I got into VTubers. No, I was just like watching some funny YouTubers, funny German ones. Like no, not in the spheres of like angry German kid, like nothing like that. Like this really cliche, like how people like think about German people. But yeah, it's like kind of interesting. I like to see that kind of cliche and like to like see this kind of image, you know, what they think of us. Like actually Germany, like German is like a German is actually like a really smooth and beautiful language. And you can like make a lot of that in terms of like doing poems. Like it has like the most amount of rhymes in there. And the best way is to like yeah, make something sound elegant and such. Like any kind of medium, like maybe like English, maybe like any other foreign language, you can translate it really well in like German in terms of like making it like a poem. It's like possible. Even like haikus you can like do pretty well because the vocabulary is like huge enough for that. And it's used like Roman letters, right? So you have like a lot of possibilities. It's not like with katakana or like kana in general where it's like limited. But still like genius enough. And I think how he's called, Shakespeare? Shakespeare was pretty envious of like the Germans because we had like unlimited possibilities on like our ways to do like poems. This was like the best language to like do those kind of things. So yeah, when there would be like German games, like German RPG Maker games, I'm kind of like, yo, looking forward to it because the writing can be like pretty good. Like not writing like in terms of like character writing, story writing, but like writing in general, right? It's like sounds pretty elegant. Of course you can like kinda replicate that, kinda, but so only like a fragment of the power, like in English. Only a fragment of it. Look what they need to do to like imitate a fragment of a power. But to be honest, you know, even though I like the German language, I do want to learn more English, you know, so that I'm like able to match that level kind of on like how what I like about German language. I'm sure like there's like a lot more. When there are like those kind of fancy kind of way to speak, you know, like in persona, like so art I, so art I, so art, okay, you know, those kind of I do wonder how I could like do it in commands, you know, like speak like those Middle Ages guy. And maybe like accents. I don't really know how this works. I can like do the cliche like bo or wa, but in my times of like traveling or like seeing or like Smash, for example, there are like also like people outside of Germany, like people like from French, like who are French, or maybe like some who are like, yeah, Denmark, US, America, right? There are like so many different nationalities out there. And so it's interesting how they speak. Based on like the language knowledge from their mother tongues. My mother tongue is not German, by the way. Even though I'm like really fluent in it. Some people call me German, but I'm not really full-fledged German as well. Sometimes I pretend I am, but yeah. My language are like a cool kind of thing. I'm like duolingual, but I could be trilingual, maybe quadrilingual. If I were just better at like speaking those languages. But most confident am I at my English and like German. But yeah, sometimes I wouldn't like mind just to give up German in order to speak Japanese. And I would be like, bye Germany, bye my work. I cannot speak German anymore. Bye bye. I am elsewhere needed. Yeah. Oh, I could play all the Japanese games out there that aren't translated, or like the novels, and I could read out so much. I could play like Idolmaster and don't have to worry. I like Idolmaster games. I'm like currently periodically playing like Gakumas. This is like a new kind of series they like released, like not the Shiny Mask or like Cinderella Girls Idolmaster. It's like Gaku and Idolmaster, and I really like what they do there. And the game is like really responsive, pretty smooth, really good loading times. It's like the best compared to like I do love Blue Archive, but the loadings of Blue Archive are like so, oh no, are so slow. If it has something comparable to like Memento Mori or like Gakumas, I would be like, yeah, let's go, but so freaking slow. I'm kind of afraid to like lose a ticket. When it was like back in the days with like that you have to like force close the game in order to like yeah hard restart. I got burnt out from speedrun Blue Archive. Yeah, I can see that, and no worries. I'm not speedrunning really anymore, unless it's Bina. Bina is gonna be in December, late December, so I'm gonna try there. I just do only torment. Yeah, same. I just do it on highest difficulty, so that I'm like within the requirements, staying requirements, for like the club, and then yeah. It's the rule there to yeah, get to be within certain rank in order to like stay. I'm pretty much like doing that. If people like not able to maintain it, it's like, yeah, I mean 2k is the minimum. It's like not like that people in EU are like modding a lot, so it's like easy to like uphold if you give a little bit of effort. So just clearing torment is like for the most part, yeah, you're like safe. But yeah, if you don't do it, it's like you have to speedrun insane, and it's like one difficulty below torment. It's like pretty, yeah, it can be like pretty hard to like upkeep that. But one thing I do like, you know, there are like some translation errors regarding the mate event. When you would like go to the mate event, Alabaster calling card, and there's like mate Yuzu, she would like talk about a chest. About a Hako, right? Hako wa doko? But if you like know her live 2D, oh no, not only her, not live 2D, but like her in the cafe, she's like in this kind of box, right? Card box, like Snake. It's like the reference, you know, Hako, like in this kind of card box. In the first event, like the first time event ran in global, she talked about a chest, but a chest, you know, like a treasure chest or like your breast, right? And she had like none of that. Sadly no breast, she's flat. But yeah, when I look at it now, like the first day it got like launched, and I saw like, was I curious, hey, did they fix that? And then yeah, they fixed that, to be honest. They did that. And when someone read like the Midori events, not event, but one story, they were like sobbing. They spammed like the crying emoji. So it must like it seems like they localized it like it was in JP, like untainted, like no woke washing. So it's just like pretty much close to original. Did they fix the translate user made for Live 2D? I don't know. Was there something? I only like know about the chest box thing, like about her card box. He was like anxious. Oh, where's the card? Where's the box? I need it. I want to hide. You know. It's kind of like, yeah. Do those localizers actually play the game? You know? Do they know what the characters are? But yeah, I guess like they're kind of like listening. I was like leaving a 1-star review there. And I got the automated response that they would like be like improving the game, you know. It seems like there are like some improvements, especially like chat, right? If you go like club chat, the Korean kind of emojis are like restored to like it's global now. Like global EU, you get like the English ones, you know, you're like KA server, so it's like not in KR. Those are kind of weird. They did like some kind of weird coding there, but it seems like they fixed the code. so that this is restored. But yeah, 8, you don't check the club always. I think like you're not always going into club and get your 10 AP. There's a lot of AP you lose there. Sometimes I see you there with like 4 like last logins 4 days or something. It's a lot of AP you like lose, especially while like events or like double X commissions are like running or something. 2x, 3x. Not min-maxing, right? But yeah, I don't like actually I do judge it, you know, because you're like in my club, but normally I don't judge people. Like how they want to play. Just like, yeah, when you're like in this club, you kind of have to like do your best, more or less. Like even Torment can be, yeah, but I don't really know if they will like include a new difficulty. Like from looks like they have to, because Kisaki and a lot of meta students in JP, they just like, they make it like look like so easy. It's like a joke, Torment. Like how insane it was back in the days, like extreme. Like Oji-san, swimsuit, Hoshino. She made like Hierro a joke. Then we got Torment. It's still like easy to do. But then it's Tresina. It's like a total joke. What about taking a vacation? Vacation is like fine. But still, you know, if you can't keep platinum rank, it's like still, yeah, kick kind of. And I think it's like still easy enough to be able to like keep plat rank, right? Platinum. And EU is like, it's like within the first 2000 players there. Like even Grand Assault, you can like, if you 3x insane is like good enough, you can like stay. Unless we have like something like fest students, you know, like with Tresina or like Combat Oji-san, right? Then it's gonna be more difficult. I think like in the future it would be more difficult. I mean, I'm gonna see how we'll adjust the rules, but for now it's like pretty good. Pretty good. Like talking about Upload Archive Club for people who don't know. It's like a mobile gacha game, and there's like something like a guild or like clan system. And I made one club, and one of my regulars here is like part of the club. And there are like some requirements to in order to like stay. For most people, it's like, oh, be active please and contribute to our club, right? Something like that, so that you get like resources or something. But for that's not really about resources, but about a collection of like players. And if you have like those players in the same club or like in the friend list, you can like borrow their strongest students they like set, or like whatever students they like set there. And yeah. And thanks to the newest updates, it's like we can like hold, instead of like 30 members, like 50 members there. So it's like kind of like huge. But at the same time, management wise, it can be like a little bit more to like keep our watch on everyone. I wouldn't like say that Torment is hard. Like nowadays, if you can just get Torment, like back in the days, insane. During the extreme days, you will like save platinum. You get like your 1200 paroxenes, like your 10 pull. No problem, right? Yeah, I'm surprised they bring it too early before the JP update. Yeah, I think like difficulties, I guess it's talk. Sometimes I forget to update the latency for like the stream. Well, updates do take their time, right? Updates do take their time. Cannot rush them. Let them cook, let them cook. They mess up the code, and this is why we had like Korean emojis and like a lot of mess up translations. Like I couldn't like read the main story anymore. I was like keeping that on hold because I was like seeing, yeah, this is pretty bad. Well, just don't click on the wrong student. Easy, right? Skill issue. Get good. What some people would like say. But yeah, I'm playing Split Archive slowly. Sometimes spend money on it. But yeah, you know, sometimes I would like be like the... Sometimes I'm like... I do have... Sometimes evil like overcomes me when I play Blue Archive and I spend like money. Sometimes evil overcome me and I'd be like, maybe I should be like the Korean people, you know? On the KR side, they planned like global release. Do you remember about the Blue Archive Vtuber they wanted to make in Korea? Like a Vtuber who is like on their main channel, right? Similar to like our RC we had there, but this VTuber they had there was like nothing, had like nothing to do with like Blue Archive, like design wise. They just wanted to have a VTuber there, maybe like a moderator as such. But when the KR people were like, hey, we spent money on this game, why don't you take care of like the updates, improving the game, and why do you do the VTuber thing instead of like improving the game? And you know, actually the archive developers in Korea, they were actually like, yeah right, we're sorry. Yep, that's one. This was like one blue brown design, you know. It was like a VTuber girl. Sometimes I would like to bring the same arguments because they have like the VTuber or like or community manager RC, and she has like Aona kind of VTuber cosplay, right? And it looks nice and everything, but sometimes I would like, sometimes like something evil comes in me and be like, hey, why do you invest more in those VTuber live 2Ds and everything? And why do you not improve the quality of like the game, the translation? This is shit. Please work on that. Sometimes I would like to be like that as well, but and be like a little bit you know, of a ranter and protester against that, because yeah, the state of like the localizations, people are like not that satisfied with that and everything. I could like just join the pool and be like one of the haters, but you know, I'm nice. I'm nice. I'm not going to go out for that. But sometimes, you know, when I see the states of the story and like it's unreadable, or a lot of things are like changed, I'm like, yeah. I guess I just learned how to read and speak Japanese. Of course it's based in Korea, kind of, this whole game, but you know, sometimes there's that. Most of the time I write a report on Exxon about the mess-up translation. Good. And this is the only thing we can do nowadays. Like, just tell them that we're okay with the with how things were in the JP kind of way. Hi. Hi, new guy. Actually, old guy. I see this name so often, but That's all I will get from you. But yeah, that's about it. Still, I don't stop. Okay, yeah, the Yoshimi one is still like unchanged, right? It was like originally like different in the I keep believing up one day she will be fixed. Yeah. Yeah. It was like changed into, yeah, when I'm like old enough, when I grow older, I want to be with you, right? Or something like that. Like relationship wise. That when she's like grown older, yeah. But the original was like that she doesn't wait. That she's actually fine with like how she is right now. And she wants to like, yeah. Okay, maybe I'm being vague. I'm staying vague. Yeah, I don't want like to say too much about that. I would like to see how it was originally. I guess I'm just gonna read the fan translation at this point. But it's really weird, you know. They have like a lot of money. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I'm not reading it out loud, but yeah, I get it. No, don't post it multiple times. I get the message. I know what there was originally. Well, at least Azulane is like staying based, or like games like Snow Break Containment. And yeah, new gacha games are coming out. I don't know about what this one is Kelly's collabing with. There's something like a new cover song on her. It's about like Brave New World, and man, this cover's banger. Like the lyrics are like pretty good. The English versions she like sang, and yeah, I don't know what this is, but I guess I'm gonna try that out. This is something like Ignis Gear Seed. I need to check. What is that? Brave New World. Starseed Asnia Trigger. Okay, yeah. The one game she has collabed with and it's gonna launch in Play Store sometime. Does Lane have some mess of translation? You mean the Luffy Bunny? I don't know. There's some... Well, I haven't played Azulane in a long while. I like joined again because to Lofru collab. I love Yami-chan. And I love Nana's voice. It's like not about my way anchor, but because of like my heart, kind of. Luffy? I mean, when she pronounces her name, it's like Luffy, right? Like you hear it, right? And it's like written like that. Luffy. You can pronounce it like that. I don't see anything wrong about that. But yeah, if there's something wrong, I guess I don't see it. Okay, how do I draw that? Oh well. The bowl. Can make it like slightly. I mean, we would have been able to get Alice, right? Instead of Arise. Her name was something like, something like numbers, right? E-L-1-S. You could like read it as Alice, right? But then we got like Arise still. Just a missed opportunity. Come on! So yeah. Now it's natural for us to say like Arise, right? Aris. Aris. But I say like the Japanese pronunciation, like Aris. How it's like, is, yeah. Yeah. But we were close to greatness. Was she supposed to be Arius or Alice? No, her name was like, you know, EL1S. Like this. And then you can read this as Alice. But instead we got in it global Aris. Why? You know? It seems like they translated from the Japanese. So there goes the argument that it's like based on the Korean script. No. They have like a proper alphabet, right? Origa. Origa. Where are you going? If you played the story, maybe you remember the part with AL1S. If not, it's also like fine. This has been like a while. Well, I'm sure they have like R's in Korea, right? They should have R's in Korea. Yeah, of course you read the story when you like comment on the Yoshimi kind of thing. But yeah, it has been like a long while since that. So yeah, I also understand if people forget about that. But it's like one of the more obvious things that like sticks out. We really could have gotten Alice. But no. But no. At least they were quick to like fix the princess kind of problem. But then they were slow with the warrior kind of thing. Oh, it's so inconsistent. It's really so inconsistent. Epic anime RPG. Embark on an epic journey in Blue Archive. I need to read like the script at some point, like the epic script. It's like edited, it's like fixed more or less fixed, not 100%, but something. But I'm gonna check like someone probably has it archived. Someone probably has it. Like the fully uncensored epic store description of like Blue Archive. Need to read it out at some point. But yeah, the day what like happened, man. I think it was like really close to the live stream incident where they mentioned the T word and then China got angry. When they apologized immediately. And there came the maintenance and then a lot of like problems came up there with like the patches, with the patch. Like translation wise and code thing. We got everything Korean. Oh man, what a disaster. They were like so stressed probably. And when they're gonna announce, when they cancel their kind of live stream with like RC with her like her new costume, I think, because they were like afraid of the Chinese. They did like similar tactic to like Hololive to like postpone or like postpone like streams and like go like for 1-2 weeks in a hiatus or something. The name is Aris, yeah, Aris. Arius. The I think like the type or like the autocorrect, I think. But yeah, I guess. They do a lot of weird choices. And it shows. Like, I'm not gonna play the original story, but the localizers there, man. But I don't know what they go through. I do not know what they go through. But yeah. But for us who don't know, it's like, you had one job! You had one job! Yeah, Momo is like really different. I like the twins. I like the game development department. They're all really unique in their own way, but the thing is like, this is like really charming about the group, because they're such different pieces. They complement each other so well. Like Momo is like pretty much the, she's pretty much the heart of the group. She's the one who like tries everything forward. Yuzu and Midori are like kind of there to like fix things when like when things go wrong. And Arisu is like pretty much the soul of the game development department, and also like the face of it, more or less. He's like the favorite of everyone. And this shows like in the main story as well. It's like pretty cute, really cute, heartwarming to see her interact with everyone and connect with everyone. Even though, you know, she's not necessarily a human, but she's really real. She's a heart and everything. I do like the bunch. Yuzu's my favorite student there. Even though she's like really on the shy side and no confidence, she tries her best. She's like trying the hardest out of all of the group. Like when it's like when it counts, she's like really brave. I had like issues back in the days, but regarding the confidence and like being reliable when it counts. But yeah, I guess I can. I reached that point pretty much. Yeah, all thanks to Yuzu. I still have like the merch, right? Where she has like a free pass, right? The free pass, user free pass, like the one you see in that Bond story. Guess I'm not gonna use that. But I do have like some angsty stories in mind when it comes like using the free pass. Like some would be, yeah, let's do something like dirty with that, but I do have like some angst stories in mind. Like you know, like sometimes people would like just post art, you know, sometimes they would like do with that a manga strip and with that like something angst related. And I have something in mind with that, but yeah, maybe not. I don't want to bring it out in the world. My favorite student, Ui. It's not the sticky, it's a story I like. Cool, let's go. Like, Ui has like some character progression, yeah. But yeah, the sticky, it's like a bonus, right? We take those. But the thing is like, you know, sometimes I say like, Yuzu is my favorite student, and people would send me like, oh, you like her? Does it mean you also like her lewds, you know? They would send me something like that, but I'm like, nah, it's not really like that. I'm not into that really, to be honest. Sometimes I would like post a crying emoji, you know, but it's just for fun. And like to gatekeep, you know, just like to say, yeah, dislike this kind of game. And then people are like, ugh, disgusting, and like let's not play it, and it's just like gatekeeping, like it's like for the chosen ones. But yeah, I'm like more into I guess like I like the more mature ones, I guess. MILFs like Connor, you know. I do like too. But I do not have really a preference, you know. If I like it, I like it. Not, I don't. The same way? Great. Like, just because I like a character, I don't, am like, lusty for them, right? Like, I like Axel, for example. Or like, I like Vespa. I like a lot of the Holostars boys, but I'm not gay for them. Right? It's like similar like that. It's just like, you resonate with the character, and then you like them. Like some stories are like out there just not only for entertainment, but also you know, like to tell a story. And then it's like the thing whether or not you like resonate with the story and be like, yeah, I understand this character, or like you try to like understand them. There's like often enough like the blind hate, right? And if people hate, then yeah, you can't like change their mind unless they try it on their own. But people who are like already neutral, for example, you can like change their mind with like a little bit more education on the topic. I prefer a cute picture of Yuzu. Yeah, same. It's like more her like a shy character, and then the development she makes that is like attractive to me. Like I like good personalities, like good characters. I'm like pretty much in this pool since because I was like playing RPGs back in the days, like not like tabletop ones, but something like text RPGs, and it's like in a very similar kind of realm. And I would like characters that are like well thought out, and like not something like power fantasy and like power play, like in this kind of sense. Or are like just there for a certain purpose. With Tulafru, you know, it's like a little bit harder to defend myself there, because there's like mostly about edgy and stuff, but I followed it because I like Yami. She's like, I dislike pervert stuff, and then she blushes, you know. But she actually has like a lot more story in it, because she's like an assassin or something, and because of that she's like a little more laid back, a little more silent, and with that maybe not having a lot of human connections and such. But once a lot more steps have been done, then it's she opens more up, and I like those kind of interactions between her and him. I wanted to see like more of that. It's like pretty much wholesome, and it's like this sugar kind of I'm like there for. I haven't like finished the series really yet. I'm kind of like continuing when I don't have anything else to do. But because I have so much to do with like streaming, for example, or like playing the game, or like playing other games, maybe like real life, planning, cooking, yeah, I don't get to do it much. But Azulane, this is a limited event. Tulafu collab, let's go, I'm gonna collect her. I guess I still have an oath ring, maybe I can marry her as well there. But yeah, my Azulane collab is like pretty, Azulane account is like pretty much old. I haven't played it since like almost 3 years. I was like away for 1,165 days there. I haven't played it in a long time. But it's pretty nice that the game has something like that, like a welcome back bonus, and that they like kind of like recorded your days you were like gone. Reverse 1999 has something similar, like something like a welcome back event, and then you can helps you like catching up with gamers who like still in there. And this is a whole event, like something with dialogue, something with like, oh, you're finally back, welcome back, and the assistant you set as the lobby assistant, like secretary or something like that, they will also like have something to say. And it's like so cool. It's really cool, really thoughtful. But the thing is, like, gacha games are like something like waifu collectors, or you play for the story, right? Nowadays, for me, with Blue Archive, is like mostly story. If I want to try hard, then it's on Bina. But yeah, regarding story, because I'm there for the story, and because the localizations has a little bit of issues, and some things are like not fixed yet, I'm kind of like, yeah, you know, let's focus more on art. Let's focus more on other stuff, right? Let's wait until then, and keep my one-star review until everything is fixed. Like, back in the days, you know, Blue Archive, one of the best rated games. Best Story award in Play Store for 2022 and last year, I think. It has like a high rating. Nowadays like about 3.6 or 3.5. Like pretty low now. So not a good look really. And the thing is, like, I'm like a diamond tier in Google Play. So that means like I have like a lot more kind of power there. Which means like I'm a whale. I'm doubting myself. But I've spent like a lot of money on like Blue Archive back when it was good. Nowadays I'm like more hesitant. But my goal there would be like, for Blue Archive, like now is reaching about 100 of her. It will take a while. I guess I'm like stop buying the gift packs as well. Maybe like only Pyroxenes I will like buy. Okay. I'm yapping too much. Okay, I'm like longer than 2 hours. Okay. I'm like taking too much of my time with like trying him. I was like in the beginning of the stream, oh, maybe the stream will be about 2 hours. If I'm like at my average speed. But I'm like taking longer because the design's like not easy. I took too much time with the hair and like making it look like that. And it's like not perfect, but you know, maybe I'm gonna keep it like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. Tomorrow's another day for like art. So yeah. Oh yeah, this one here. I forgot. This is here black too. But the other thing is like orange. Normally I could like keep it like that. Like skin tone. Because why do you eat with cloth your noodles? But why not? Why not? I think it's more funny. It doesn't have to make sense. It's in chibi style. Things usually don't make a lot of sense. Okay. The reason why I like draw through Axel like eating is because most of the times he talks about food, like about eating pho, like hot pot. Mostly it's like about it's more about those two stuffs. When he's like, oh, when you eat pho, it's like a buff. It's like restores your health or your stamina. He saw something like that, like in video game kind of terms. But yeah, it really like tells a lot that he's like someone like an RPG. He plays like JRPGs. Like he didn't play like something like Dragon Quest, but he's about to have a stream where he plays like Dragon Quest 11. So he's like mostly a FF boy, Final Fantasy. No. Do. Yeah, I guess like all of the Tempus boys, they had like something to do with RPGs. Actually, maybe Altair not. Altair's gaming looks a little bit whack, I must like say. Like his game streams are looking a little bit whack. It looks like either Minecraft, Arcade, or like Apex or something like FPS, you know? Like mostly in this realm. I don't see anything with like RPG games really with him. This looks kinda whack. Battles are like more understandable for me. Leon as well. Leon's not necessarily like what I prefer to watch, like his gaming streams, but it's like understandable. Actually, his love, no, what was this? Not Love Trouble. There was this one eroge he streamed, and then like Hunipop. You know Hunipop? Like it's this one kind of what is it called? It's like Candy Crush, but you date girls. And it's uncensored. It's like the 18 plus version he played on stream. Ah, gosh. The dating sim version, yeah. This one kind of thing. Oh man. Leon is sometimes crazy, really sometimes so unexpected. But this gaming choice I do understand as I'm enough culture. With Altair it's like so whack. Altair's like the one I can't really read. It's the only guy I can't really read. I can't really like understand that well. Doesn't mean I hate him, but I say like but, right? But he's the one I can't understand the least, I guess. Mume, I also understand the least. She's kind of scary. With Altair, I don't really get too scared of him, but I don't understand him really. I guess like at some point I will be able to. But yeah, it's like kind of like, can you vibe with this person or can you not? And for Altair, it's like a little bit harder for me. He's like so unpredictable for me sometimes. But I try my best to understand people. Like with understanding comes like a lot of reward. Like Armless boys, to understand them, yeah, I do think so. Some I do like know not much about, but I do understand them still. Kibi's like someone with ADHD. Gerard as well. At least they have like a little bit harder time to focus, stay on the task, like what they're supposed to do. Octavius, like Octavio and Ruse are maybe like the most normal ones there. Octavius like the weakest sense of humor out of all of them. He has something like Octoposse, how he calls his fan base. Octoposse. P-O-S-S-E. But it sounds like similar to a certain word, right? But yeah, for me he's like the most normal. Goose is like, sometimes he seems like a normie, sometimes he has like the aura of a normie. But this makes him like pretty relatable, pretty understandable. And he's the sharpest tool out of all of the armors. He's the sharpest tool. Bruce I like. Gerard? I know of him. But to be honest, he has so much energy, I can't handle it. I can't handle him. He's so much energy. I cannot handle his power. Okay, I think I could keep it like that. But I need to like do this to like center it a little bit more. Will I add backgrounds? What can I add actually? Maybe something blue. Yeah, something blue. Let me see. I haven't overshot anything. Oh, I did. Okay. Okay. So. The splash of color, I guess. Winkle. Spirals. Regarding like things I've like consumed and like watched, like I continue to like some things, I watch new things like old anime from past seasons and such, or like last year. But I read like also like manga. I was like reading Berserk and I'm like done reading it. And man, kinda like sad to like see that the story is not continuing anymore. Because yeah, the creator of Berserk is like became a legend. An eternal legend. Hunter x Hunter does continue though. So maybe I'm like gonna take my time on like rereading the whole manga. But with Berserk it's like so sad. But yeah, I do get the message and like what Berserk is like telling you. Like, it's a really cruel world you live in, but you have to keep fighting and not giving up, kind of. Because like life, there's still meaning in life and like warmth and everything. And yeah, and more. Like, despite all the hardships, all the things, bad things you like witness in life, like he has such a bad life, shit life. It's like shit life syndrome for him. But still worth to like live life. There's like still people he's like, you know, he's like caring for. I know like Studio Gaga is like they could like continue that because Miura told a friend of him like the ending of that, but not really sure if they actually continue that, you know. In theory they can. They're like kind of like thinking, cooking. They actually like do more to continue that. If they don't continue, it's like still fine. And it's gonna like stay original his work. But if they continue, we'll take a look at that. The art will like actually really differ probably. Will look like pretty different. I will like notice that. Alright, I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm done. Dekimashita yo. Almost 3 hours. I'm so slow. But yeah, maybe tomorrow it's gonna be faster. Let's see. This is all for now. So, thank you all for watching. I guess like my talk today was like pretty but at least the art, you know? At least that. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I wish you all a nice rest of the day, evening, good night, whatever time zone you are. And with that I say, bye bye!